Hello, welcome back. Jumping straight into it, busy day. I'm actually gigging in Manchester tonight with an artist called Lois. Now, I did some recordings for Lois over the past couple of weeks, some session work for her. She's currently on tour in the UK. Last week, her MD and guitarist Nathan got in touch with me and said it'd actually be really cool just to have you on the last two tracks. Nathan's an amazing musical director, has written out parts and everything, sent them over last week, but obviously last week was so crazy busy, I haven't really had a chance to look at them that much. I've obviously looked over them, I've listened to the tracks, but to actually practice them, I haven't had that much time. So today we're getting on with it, and yeah, I'm just going to learn the parts, get them down, and then we're going to head to sound check, do the show. Currently in the process of editing last week's video as well, which has been cool learning curve. I'm flapping around a little bit because I don't have that much time, and I hate not having that much time, but it's my own fault. I'm blabbering, I need to get on with this. Let's learn some music together. Okay, practice done, got all the parts down, so I'm gonna get ready, head to the venue. So yeah, I'll pick you guys up when I'm at the venue. Alright, see you there.
Cut my hair, held the names, 7 years contaminate. I'll shave you off as my skin fades from grey. I've seen a lot at this right page, but time has healed me, so they say. I'm leaning into feeling this way. It's mine, it's mine. It's pay attention to the signs, ease attention, it's mine. What it means to be alive, whatever made you think otherwise. And we're just running with the wind, trying not to feel this way. And I know this might sound strange, we're just running with the wind. I think I can do it louder than that, come on. And I told you how good I was. You guys are amazing, thank you so much. This has been the It's Mine Talk. Let me introduce you to someone very special, okay? Today goes live. Small town party girl. Got that? Let me remember it. And we're up to season 2 stuff. Can you do that?
Hello, it's now the day after the Lois gig. Had an amazing time on stage with Lois last night. I met her probably about 6 years ago now in Leeds, and to see her kind of grow into the artist that she is now is absolutely incredible. The songwriting, the performance, the vocals is just out of this world. And she's doing something really special with her live show. Her paired with Nathan, her guitarist and MD, who's just taken that show to new levels, is insane. And the rest of the band, Faye, Ben and Ruben, just unbelievable musicians. So cool to share the stage with them in Manchester last night. So yeah, if you haven't checked out Lois, definitely do that. Today, I'm a bit short on time. I need to do some session work for CJ. We're just doing some little additions to their album that we recorded back in January. We've got one more tune that just needs a bit of texturally stuff from the saxophone, which I can do in my home studio. I'll check back in with you guys in the studio. Hello. Hello. I'm in the studio. I keep calling it a studio. I'm in a room in my house where I record. I guess you'd call it a studio. This is where I do all like my remote recording sessions. So if there's any projects out there that need saxophone, yeah, like I mentioned before, I've got some bits to do for CJ. It's just for one tune that we're doing today. It's a really beautiful song. If you've watched my last video, you'll have seen clips of CJ and the band. It's very Springsteen, Bruce Hornsby. Some more like modern kind of examples would be Sam Fender, Bleachers would be a big one, and then also like elements of like Bon Iver in there as well. But this tune on the record is a bit different. It's really inspired by a band called The Blue Nile, who were a Scottish band back in the 80s, kind of like indie pop. There's elements of folk in there as well. Really amazing band. Big inspiration for the 1975. Back to CJ now. The tune that we're doing today is like a super emotional, vulnerable song, and there's really great performances from everyone in the band. So I'm just going to try and come up with some parts to sit quite low down in the mix. I'm thinking lots of textural stuff, some little like floaty in and out lines. I've got the project loaded up and I'm just going to kind of start kind of messing around, see what will come out. I don't have that much time, so we're probably going to have to finish this later in the week, but we'll definitely get it started tonight. But yeah, this is kind of like my process of listening and recording. We'll get into it. All right, cool. Right, that's probably all I've got time for today. Loads of like texturally stuff in there, some melody ideas to interweave in between his vocals and stuff. I obviously can't play you the unreleased music, but what I am going to do is all that kind of stuff I was layering together, I'm going to do a super quick kind of mix on it, and then I'll just solo that and play it so you kind of get what I was going for. This might not even make it in the track, but it's just a really fun thing to do. So yeah, give me a sec while I do a super quick mix on this, and then I'll play it to you. Okay, so I've done a super quick mix on this. I did like a signal chain that I use for the saxophone like solo stuff, and it's just got you like EQ, compressor, and a bit of reverb and some echo on there, and then I've just like panned all the channels and stuff. Yeah, let's give it a listen. It's just coming out my MacBook speakers, so it might not sound too great, but bear with. Yeah, pretty cool. Oh, shut up. There's one part in this I really like. You'll hear like the chord movement in the saxophone, and I think it sounds beautiful. There, yeah. I love this bit here. I really like that. So yeah, that's all I've kind of got time for today in the studio with that, but hopefully later on in the week we can jump back in and get some bits finished. I want to do some bigger, more lead parts just in case CJ wants to use them, probably towards the end of the track. All the playing I've done this evening has been really soft and subtony, which is something I'm not used to doing, but I'm really trying to get more into my playing, because I think that's the beautiful thing about the saxophone, is that the softer, breathier things in this like more exposed setting, done right, can be so good. But it's really hard, and it's something that I've been working on in my own playing for not as long as I should have been, actually. I kind of went all ham at the big screamy stuff because I thought that was cool, and then now that I'm getting older and kind of developing as a player, I'm missing the softer parts of my playing and trying to develop that quickly. But everything takes time. So we're going to leave it there. I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Hello, it is currently 7 a.m. It's Wednesday. I'm in the car. We're just about to head to Hertfordshire. We're going to Darkwood Studios today with CJ for a live session. This got booked in yesterday, so it's a very quick turnaround, nice 3.5 hour drive there, but I'm super excited. The studio looks absolutely beautiful. Obviously it's another day with the guys, which is wicked, and yeah, we should hopefully get like 2, maybe even 3 tunes recorded in like a live session setup. I think they're doing it in this like 360 kind of style thing, so yeah, I'm super excited for that. But yeah, up nice and early this morning. It's going to be a super long day, but I'm excited. I'm pumped for this. You know, this is why we do it. So yeah, so I'm hoping not to hit too much kind of like work rush hour traffic, hence why I'm setting off like a little bit earlier than probably necessary, just in case we do run into some of that traffic. But yeah, I will obviously capture as much stuff as I can today. These things are normally pretty hectic. I'll get the camera up, get it recording, and see kind of what stuff we can capture. Darkwood Studios, let's do it.
It's like a cross thing.
Cool.
About the
That's nice. The behind the scenes stuff of like this, when I'm like pointing at my thing like it's on. just lie into the guy.
Gaslighting the engineer.
Gaslight.
What do you mean, This is Wouldn't It Be Cool? Take 1.
Hello, you find me in the car. I'm about halfway home to Manchester. Great day with the gang, wicked studio, lovely people running it. Yeah, lots of fun. We bashed out like 3 tracks. It was filmed on one of them like 360 cameras. So I'm excited to see what that looks like when it comes out. I'm not sure on what the timing of that will be. But yeah, just in a service station, having my dinner. I went for a chopsticks, which is like probably the best option for like a service station dinner in my opinion. And I was being so good last year at like packing dinners and lunches if I was out all day on gigs, and I've kind of slipped a little bit back into a bad habit of just getting food when I'm out. Chopsticks is actually really good. Like I've got a massive box here with like 3 different toppings and rice, and it's only like £8-9, so I think that's pretty sick. But yeah, great day. I'm pretty knackered. I think I'll probably get home at like 9 o'clock if I don't hit too much more traffic. It's been a long one, but yeah, so worth it. Stuff like that is always just so worth it. Yeah, since you're all interested, I got some salt and pepper chicken, I got some soy chicken, and I got like the curry sauce. In fact, you know what? I'm going to show you because you're in for a treat here. Look at that. What do you think of that? Not bad, is it? Should we go in for a little taste test? Let you know. Yep, it's got flavour, it's hot. I'm happy with that. It's so funny. I didn't think when I became a musician how much of my life would be spent in service stations. If you're watching this, tell me in the comments your favourite service station in the UK. Ooh, can't be like Gloucester or any of the fancy ones like that. I'm talking traditional welcome breaks, the motor ones. Is it extra with like the golden kind of things? I'm currently in Leicester Forest services. I rate my service stations on a strict scale of the food options, how clean the toilets are, and just the overall aesthetic vibe of it, to give it a score out of 10. So this one, I'm going to say the food options were unreal. The toilets were like maybe a 6 out. Maybe I'll give them a 7 out of 10 actually. It wasn't too busy though. And it's a pretty shit aesthetic outside. There's no like cool views. There's not much greenery. It's got a Days Inn right next to it. Just pretty shit. So I'm going to give Leicester Forest Services, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. I'm giving Leicester Forest Services a 7 out of 10. If you love content like this, subscribe for a rating of the UK service stations. But no, I'm going to go and eat my dinner now in the car. Wow, beautiful, what a life. And then, yeah, we're going to get back to Manchester, chill out. So yeah, catch up with you guys soon. Hello. It's Friday, back in the studio. And yeah, today we're just finishing off some bits for CJ. Just had to listen back to everything that I'd done, and it sounds great. And I actually did way more than I thought I was going to do on that day. So I've only got a little bit to finish today, which is nice. And then, yeah, I've got a gig later, like a function gig, but I don't actually think I can film any of it. I think they're a bit funny about filming in the venue. But yeah, I'm just gonna do some more bits for this recording. Yeah, we're gonna bounce it all down, export it, send it off to CJ, and hopefully he likes it and it gets used in the record, which would be really cool. So yeah, let's crack on. We're done, it's exported. We're gonna have some dinner, get ready, finish up the weekend with this gig. So let's go. Right then, guys, that's it for this week. It's like 12:30 and I'm in a car park and I'm shouting, insane, trying to act like I've got energy. That's it for this week. I just had a gig in Manchester City Centre there at this restaurant, but not really allowed to like film in there, so I couldn't really get any clips. So I'll just sign out now. But another fun one. Some really cool projects, some really cool stuff happening, and yeah, feeling good, feeling motivated, making me want to work on my own stuff again, which as I continue on in these vlogs, this feeling and motion will keep coming and going. But yeah, I've actually got another weekend off, which is amazing. I'm really treating myself these days. So yeah, tomorrow I'm watching the rugby with some friends, and then I'm going to watch a gig, going to watch some live music. I'm super excited for some really cool bands playing. If you've made it to the end of the video, I really appreciate it. It's been so much fun getting into this thing, and I'm finding my confidence kind of slowly building the more I'm doing it. I posted the first weekly vlog a couple of days ago, and the response to it from people has been so lovely. Super encouraging words from like so many people, just kind of like saying it's great, well done, keep it going. And I know the numbers are going to be so small for a while and might always be small. There might not be much growth, but for the time being I'm just really enjoying doing this. And it sounds daft because it was literally last week. I keep watching the ending little montage of the video like, oh, wasn't that so lovely? That's one of the reasons I started this channel, was to like look back on these moments and reflect, and as like a little diary. And I know that sounds mental because it was literally like 6 days ago I did that. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in next week for more content.